All right. So in the background, you're going to see the story of Cain and Abel because I want to quickly talk about jealousy. All right. So I told you for the rest of 2022, we are turning lemons into lemonade. So anytime the enemy attacks me and God reveals the reason why and what's behind it, the lesson and all, I'm going to use it to expose Satan's kingdom. All right, to talk about like why this stuff happens. So I'm going to expose the spirit of jealousy. The spirit of jealousy showed up yesterday. All right, through someone who I always felt they were jealous, but yesterday God confirmed it. See, jealousy is a settled spirit. Like you won't even be able to pick it up right away. But one of the ways it shows itself is through jokes, sarcasm, low key shade, and constructive criticism and comparison. All right. At first, you will be like, oh, did they just say that, the things they say and do, won't sit well with you. Like it will just disrupt your spirit. A lot of times, you will have to find yourself second guessing yourself, saying to yourself, like, oh, the person didn't really mean that. They didn't really mean anything by it. But if they keep doing it over and over and over again, it's a jealous spirit, all right? Get away from it and cut it off. Because by the time this spirit gets ready to go in for the kill and really try to hurt you, you won't even see it coming. All right, like I said, I have the story of Cain and Abel playing in the background. And then the story you'll see throughout, like when Cain was working, when Abel was working and Cain hit him, Abel didn't even see it coming. It was too late, all right? And so this is why you have to cut it off. And you don't even have to tell the person or confront them about it. Just cut them off and pray for God to heal their heart. You see, once God confirmed to me that this person was jealous, right after it, he showed me a picture of a blood stain. And he said, every time this person does this through shade, like saying this stuff at you, okay, they are bleeding on you and it's leaving a stain. It's making you feel bad and questioning yourself and to get and it's trying to get you like off of your process, okay? That's what he's saying it's happening. And the blood is getting on you, all right? And it's and we know like when people bleed on you, like when you have blood on you, it takes a lot to clean up blood in a long time. It leaves its mark. This is why you have to cut them off because it's going to hinder your growth and process you're making with God, which is the enemy's goal, right? That's what he wants to do for you not to grow and reach and be who God who God has fully called you to be. Because remember, a jealous spirit is a demonic spirit. And I said to myself, like once this person did it, I said, and once God revealed this to me, I said to myself, I'm tired of being bled on. And they got to go. The reason they are bleeding is because they are hurt and triggered by you, whether it be by your beauty, what you have, so forth. For me, this person is triggered. For the person that's jealous of me, this person is triggered by how God uses me and speaks to me. And the reason why many people, including you, are struggling and believing that the person that you know is jealous of you, you know this, right? And the reason why you're struggling or believing it or you're having trouble cutting them off is because they are close to you. And for some, they are even a believer, a Christian themselves. Jealousy always comes through people you know well and close to you. And that's why this spirit operates so much in Christians and believers, or it's used, or it's used by them, because it masquerades itself as constructive criticism, or it tries to use a religious colloquialism to justify what they are saying to you. For example, favor can be all over your life in the hand of God on you. I mean, it's just exuberating from you. There's no doubt that God's hand is on you. And what this person will do, or a person that's housing a jealous, if you want to know if they're jealous or it's a jealousy spirit, they will say things like, "Oh, but God loves us all," or "God made us all special." And yeah, he does, but that's not true because Jesus had 12 disciples. And with all 12 disciples, I'm going to pause this because the story's over and I'm still going to talk. But with all 12 disciples, they weren't all special, okay? James, he didn't take all 12 disciples with him. There was no doubt that James, Peter, and John was special. But a jealous person will be like, "Oh, James and John and Peter ain't special. They ain't nothing. They're just like us." No, they are something. That's why God is using them. Okay. And so if that happens to you, yes, that's an example. That is a jealous spirit. All right. So I honestly hope that this will help someone and be honestly confirmation to people around you or a person around you in your life who you believe is jealous of you. And I believe that's why God is having me share this message. Because like I said, no longer, because I was upset, and I said no longer, right? We're no longer going to allow the enemy to knock us off track, to bleed on us, all of that. Like, we're turning lemons into lemonade all 2022. When the enemy attacks you, ask God, why did this happen? Learn from it, and then go expose him. Go tell someone, hey, this is why this has happened. So like I said, jealousy, and as God begins, and this is really crucial too, the reason why jealousy comes against me or anyone or you or anyone else is because it's an indicator of elevation. Don't get mad at it, rejoice. It's an indication that people see something in you that is triggering them. But also, right, we're in this kingdom series that we'll get back to eventually, but it's an indication that you are elevating. It's an indication that God does speak to me. It's an indication of you are beautiful if you're being attacked for your beauty. You are successful. You are growing. These are when jealousy starts hitting you, when this demonic spirit starts hitting you and coming towards your life. Don't get upset, but start rejoicing and praising God that you are moving closer to him. You are elevating in his kingdom. And so that's, what you take that sign as and use it for. Don't feed into this spirit. Don't deal with this spirit. This is a dangerous spirit. I've dealt with this spirit before. Not that I was afraid of this spirit, but this spirit cost me so, when I used to fight with it before in this other person, it cost me so much time and just knocked me off that eventually God redeemed, but who wants to waste time, right? And you don't have to worry about trying to figure out if someone is jealous of you or not. Eventually that spirit is going to expose yourself. The only thing that you have to do is continue to grow towards God. If you want the people around you, we pray this prayer, God, show me my enemies and stuff. The way you manifest that, you activate that to happen in the spirit, is that you just continue to grow towards God. Continue to grow towards God. Continue to be obedient towards God and allow his favor in your life. And you're not going to have to figure out who's jealous of you, because that spirit is going to expose itself. And what you had to prepare yourself for is always going to be the closest people to you and the people that you least expect. But once God reveals that to you, cut them off. They will be a hindrance to your growth, and that's what you do not want. So when this spirit, when God reveals this spirit to you, and I believe he's going to do that through this message, because I believe I'm giving this because this is going to be a confirmation for a lot of people. But when God exposes this spirit to you through this person, cut them off. You have to cut them off. It's going to hinder your growth. You pray for them, for God to hear their heart, because understand this spirit is operating through a broken heart, through a brokenness in them. However, that brokenness and blood that's coming out of them, once it gets on you, you're going to have to go through this process of trying to gain back everything that God has built you up to be. You're going to start second guessing yourself. You know, you're going, am I really this? Am I really that? No. And you're going to lose time. So once God exposes that, cut them off and use it as a time to rejoice and grow farther to Him. Don't use it as a time to start talking about, oh yeah, I knew they was a hater. No, I knew that this. No, be quiet. Continue to elevate, move towards God. Continue to do whatever it is that you're doing, that this elevation process is occurring in your life for this spirit to raise itself against you. Because anytime a demonic spirit begins to raise itself against you, that means you are growing and elevating in God, and that's ultimately what you want in the first, in like at the end of the day, is the elevate towards God, the favor of God, and all of that. And God will take care of these people. All right. So you don't got to defame them. You don't got to talk about them. You don't even have to let people know who they are. You don't even have to tell them you're cutting them off. But get them out of your life, because it's going to hinder your growth. And we don't want that. We want everyone, and I want you to continue to grow towards God, because, and I'm closing, the higher you get towards God, God is just all you need. And that's what I'm going to talk about in the next message. I promise I'm not releasing no more messages, but the next message I'm going to talk about, we're going to continue in this kingdom series. You know, all you need is God. So, you know, you keep moving towards God, you got everything you need. All right. But if a jealous spirit is against you, man, cut that thing off. It's going to hinder you, your growth, and just rejoice that you're growing towards God when God does reveal this spirit through that person. All right. Love you guys. Have a good day.